Bhagavate Shri Arunachala Ramanaya.
न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकम् नेम विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयम् अग्निः तमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वम् तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. This is from Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Very nice shloka. There the sun shines not, there the moon shines not, not to speak of fire, in which presence everything shines. That presence is Brahman.
Thank you. We are this pure Brahman. Source of mind. Source of this body, word. Also source of concept of God. Nothing beyond it and nothing before it. Cause of everything. When we speak, when we think, when we act, all starts from there. It gives light. It gives energy. Recognize that Brahman within you as you. Ego can be against the word, though produced because of illusion of the word. Word and mind is only one. Ego is because of that illusion only. In spite of product of that, it is not in harmony with word. Source is always in harmony. Source knows that whatever is happening, it is cause and effect. And that Absolute makes no mistakes. We can make mistakes as ego. But Absolute makes no mistakes. Ego puts a case in court of justice saying that I am suffering and I don't deserve this. But Absolute knows the truth. It is not that there is someone sitting watching and punishing and causing suffering. That pure intelligence gives what is needed for ego to return back home, to understand its fallacies. And the ego can know this truth by taking responsibility of its actions. Start listening to the source. This source also speaks. We say voice of Antaratma. What is Antaratma? When you start witnessing, when you start keeping quiet, you start understanding the principle, pure intelligence. It is so perfect. Even for an enlightened being, law doesn't change. Body does a wrong act, it needs to be punished in its own way. No one escapes it. Guru, teacher, student, disciple, devotee, everyone. You can't say that you are devotee of Brahman, so you will be treated differently from a person who is atheist. An atheist who does all the right acts will get the best fruits of his or her action. It never demarcates. By your devotion, you pleases it, and it reveals yourself as you. That's all. But whatever karmas the body has done with intentions, that fruits or results will be bore by this body. The body will manifest it. Only difference is because you are a devotee of Brahman, you become Brahman or you realize Brahman. And so you don't undergo any suffering of the body, as you are not the body. This realization comes to you. And this realization is the source of happiness and bliss and peace. And this realization gets you out of birth and death. Because birth and death is of the body. Your realization that I am not the body. I am Brahman. That is enough for not to come back again into this illusory world. They say this earth is Karam Bhumi. Karam Bhumi means it is the land of action. Who does action? Who is interested in action? The one who desires results. When you are Brahman, then you are having no desires. And no desires will give rise to no birth, so no death. This is like a recycle belt. It's a factory which produces and then recycles it again to produce. You are on this conveyor belt all the time, coming and going, coming and going. Only thing keeping on this conveyor belt is desire. Even in this birth, desires produce their own result. Leaves good taste or bad taste. Pulls us towards a thing or away from a thing or a being. Keeps us entangled. And desires works only through our mind, our past memory. Sometimes you wonder if you have no past memory. You are clean slate. You are always in this moment. You never judge anyone. You take things as they come. You live in this moment. You live without mind. Without mind, you are always in this moment. No grudges, no criticism, no likes, no dislikes. Always non-judgmental. Always giving unconditional love to everything. Because everything is you only. Everything is coming from your own projection of your mind. Realize this truth. Everything which we call as a problem in external world or in our mind is our own fault, or you can say our own desires. All what is happening in the world is cumulative desire, collective desire of everyone. All whatever is happening in the mind is individual desire. And nothing happening in a realized person. Realized person's mind is always fresh, untainted. When mind is not there, you are always in this moment. Nothing to compare, nothing to achieve. You always live in pure presence. No past, no future. Mind only creates impression of time. You are timeless. Mind creates form and bounds you in a space. You are spaceless. Some people think realization means that this world will disappear. Because Bhagavan has said, either you know Brahman or you know world. Till you see the word, you don't see Brahman. Like rope and snake. Till you think this rope is a snake, you don't see rope. Till your interest is in the word and its activities, and your desires leading to these activities, you don't see the Brahman. Substrata. A person who is on the shore of an ocean can only see waves, can only see projection. But when that person dives deep, can see the depth of the ocean and the peace and no waves. When you become antarmukhi, when you look within, when your interest is in rather than out, then you realize that this is not snake, this is rope. This whole is Brahman, not word. Word stays, but it stays like a snake which is you have taken out poison out of it. It does not bite you anymore. It comes out of you only. Keep your energy in your heart all the time. When we are here, no desire can escape or can be unnoticed. You are at the best spot in the whole gamut of things. You cannot use this word that sorry, I had no clue. You will be never sorry for your actions from this place. Whatever the action brings the result, it is always in total acceptance. Truth is within us, not in scriptures. Scriptures are written by the people who have found the truth, and they have written their statements. You go within and you can create all those statements, or you can confirm all those statements. Some people are so intellectual, they are always comparing notes of different scriptures or sayings of Mahatma. Only thing we need to understand that we have put some efforts to understand this truth. Once we are convinced, then just stay as that. Just stay as that. You don't have to do anything. You are nothing. You try to do something when you think you are something. But you are no thing. You have no form, no name. This mind, intellect doesn't belong to you. It is all conditioned by birth after birth, like a memory bag. It is only storage. Its job is to analyze, criticize, judge, like, dislike. And then it does on behalf of this phantom, this fake entity, which starts owning this mind and body. And it appears to be talking to this entity. And this entity starts taking proud of things. It has colored this whole world in likes and dislikes. And then it gives instructions of its desires to mind. And the mind makes you more conditioned. And then this game becomes more ugly. And you are more in this trap. Then comes more attributes of this ego in bad ways, which we call selfishness, greed, anger, jealousy, and fear. Fear because it becomes a separate entity, separate from rest of everything. You see others and you see yourself as separate. This is all illusion of mind. If you don't do anything, just understand and be quiet, that's more than enough. If you understand this truth from your heart and keep quiet, all what you are not will disappear because it is an illusion. Your right understanding will stop feeding it. Brahman is not feeding it. Brahman is pure energy, pure consciousness. It just shines on everything, just like sun. But this fake entity called Jiva takes ownership of mind and body. How it happens, why it happens, that is not a question. Question is how to be out of it. You were walking and you have fallen into the well. Now think about getting out of it. Just be. Whatever mind does, brings into the picture, let it be. Uninvolved, unconcerned. Go so deep in this awareness that you cannot recognize yourself by any name, by any form, by any activity you do, by any relationship this body has. Not even in your dream. Understand the tentacles of mind are very, very deep. It's like a weed. If you have pulled out a weed, you know how deep roots of weed are. It's easy to pull out a normal plant, but so difficult to pull out a weed. Mind and its tentacles are like weed. You can be out of it only if you are nothing. If you think you are something, you are in trap. If you think I am Brahman, you are in trap. Because there is no I. I cannot be Brahman. Only Brahman can be Brahman. If I is thinking I am Brahman, then you are still in trap. Recede further. Go beyond feeling. You are not feeling bliss, you are bliss. Pure bliss. Let's say you are having a big function at home. House is full of guests and activities. When the function is over, everyone has gone. No activity is happening. Nothing is happening. For a sage, nothing is happening all the time. For onlookers, there might be something happening. I wonder how the body still stays when the job is done. There is no purpose of the body left. Perhaps just to give this message to some other fellow who can listen and come out of it. It is like a call, last call from awareness, because awareness to speak to you need a body-mind. Otherwise, you also have the same awareness. But you are not giving it a chance to speak to you. It speaks in silence. So by grace of that awareness within you, awareness in a body-mind which has realized speaks to you. It is your own inner grace. There is no need otherwise for any external means to tell you this, because all is within you. Abide in your pure bliss. Be in this bliss oblivion to everything else. This is pure divine indulgence. This bliss is infinite as you are. Nothing can increase or decrease it. Nothing can take it away from you. You are that. As worldly people are in sensory indulgence, sage is in divine indulgence. Just by knowing reality, truth, essence of everything. To open this jewel in your heart, you have to free your hands from the worldly desires. You cannot continue with all the stupidity of this world and also open this jewel. Don't treat it as an object of desire or one of the tasks to be accomplished. You can never do it. Brahman speaks in silence. Stay in this silence all the time, in solitude, during activity, talking to someone, even in an argument. Argument is also happening between two bodies, not you. You are uninvolved. You state that. You are in impartial state. You are not advocate of this body. Our resume, our CV, our identification is not our, it is of the body-mind. It's a third person. You are Brahman. Always. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.